I will never tell you, and the words will never come out of my mouth, to F you.
Everything changes.
Hey, good evening everybody. Welcome into the channel, and I missed you guys yesterday on October 6th. Today is Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. If you're not familiar with this channel, my name is Casey, the Rockstarflipper. I make money selling on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, Shopify, YouTube and Instagram and everywhere else, buying and flipping pretty much anything I can. And I tell you guys about it here on this channel, and I help you guys to make money. That's the goal of this channel. Obviously, I like to make money through this channel, but ultimately at the end of the day, there's no point in this channel if I'm not helping as many of you as I possibly can to make money as well. With that said, those of you that know me, you're familiar with this channel. This last month for me has been tough because I'm remodeling my house, which is within a few days of being finished. We're selling it and we're moving to a brand new house that we're having built. And so I have not had a lot of time to get on here and help you guys. I've not had a lot of time to do all of the things that I can't wait to get back to doing next week / 2 weeks, depending on how long this takes. With that said, I still get emails, messages, comments from you guys regarding things going on in the reseller community. And as it is, I try to stay out of drama, and I'm not interested in drama. I'm certainly not interested in politics in 2020. A lot of you will know I shy away from that as much as possible, even though this year has caused some of us, and even me admittedly on some occasions, to get involved in some of those conversations. But it's been sent to me 100 times over the last 24 to 36 hours that somebody in this community who, at this point, after all the years and all the things that I've seen and been a part of, I don't even consider a part of this community. I just consider a cancer in this community, has put out something pretty disturbing and sad, not surprising at all to me, but just horrendous. And so I want to address it, and I want to do it in this video, and I don't want it to go beyond this video. Feel free to leave your comments below. And I don't want to give the person attention. Now, there's two things I will preface this by saying. Number one is everyone owns their own social media. They're free to do as they please. If you want to alienate or taunt or yell at or be vulgar or disgusting to any part of your audience, that's your decision. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm simply here to give my opinion on the situation. And second, a lot of people seem to think even if they get bad social media, that Instagram and YouTube and the algorithms still like it because thumbs down, any comment, good or bad, is engagement, and it helps your channel. And that's true. That's true. So when you see somebody put something bad out and you dislike it, you thumbs down my video or anybody else, or you comment something vulgar or whatever it is, it does help the person's algorithm. There's no doubt about that. However, when you lose 1,000 followers on an Instagram platform in like 36 hours, that does not help the algorithm. I assure you, it hurts you far more than any amount of attention-seeking comments get you. Just to lay that out. So now let's move forward and talk about what the situation is before I waste any more of your time. So about a day and a half ago, again, today is Wednesday, October 7th. It's middle of the evening, dinner time, and here on the East Coast. Somebody, again, I use the term community loosely for them, put out a comment stating, or an Instagram post stating, if you vote for Donald Trump, F you. And in subsequent follows, comments and messages and whatnot, basically anybody who not only supported Donald Trump, but liked any comment from someone else was blocked, removed, or taunted, or yelled at, or made fun of, or whatever, attacked, whatever you want to call it. Now here's the thing about politics and mixing it with business. We all know what 2020 is about and how it's gone, and it's terrible. It's divided this country. It's divided every community and every Facebook page known to man, and that's why I just try not to get into it. When I come on this channel and I make you videos on how to make money on eBay or Shopify or what have you, I don't ask what your political affiliation is. I don't care who you're voting for when it comes to this channel and this education, knowledge, content. The only thing I care to talk to you about is your store, your success, your business, your sales, your items, your inventory, your questions, your comments, your concerns, whatever it is. If you and I get into a personal conversation, which I have had with 1,000 of you, about your families and your kids and your situations and your struggles, and I love every bit of it. But when it comes to something that divides us like this political nightmare, it's just something I choose not to get involved in, because I love all of my viewers and my customers because of the support they show me on this channel, and not because of who I vote for, or not because of my sexual orientation, or not because of the color of my skin, or the religion that I do or don't practice. None of that matters to me when I teach you guys. None of it. And none of it should matter to you guys when you watch somebody. You shouldn't even know. At the end of the day, we shouldn't even know who each other's voting for. We only know the color of each other's skin because you see it. There's no hiding, that or whatever. In fact, some of my closest friends and followers are not on the same side of the aisle as me. They're not the same color of skin as me. They're not the same sexual orientation as me. They're none of the things that I am. We're complete polar opposites. But you know what? We're friends and we get along because we can discuss it as mature adults. We don't tell each other, well, Casey, you do such and such, F you. It's disgusting. It's reprehensible, it's uncalled for, and when you're a public figure of any size, especially when you're somebody the size of the person that did this, 50, 60, 70,000 followers, or somebody my size, it's just not okay. You're literally alienating half of your audience. Whatever side you choose to go on, the other side is alienated. When you tell half of your viewing audience to F off or F you or whatever, in a vulgar, and I'm using the F abbreviation, I mean straight on, you came out of their mouth. And if that's what you choose to do, like, that's you. Do what you want to do. But as a viewer, I would not be okay with that, because I view a lot of YouTubers who teach me a lot of things, and I don't know their political affiliations, and I don't know their sexual orientation, and I don't know anything about them other than what I see and hear that they tell me. And if they came out to me and said, hey, I do such and such, and I didn't agree with it, and they were just like, hey, I do such and such, glad to have you on the channel. Cool, man, I'm glad you voted for them. It's awesome, we disagree. What were we doing about business again? Can we get back to this? Done. But if that same person came on and said, hey, Casey, and everyone else that didn't do what I did, F you, wow. Well, okay, Joe Smith, catch you later. Not out the door, right? And not only do I see it that way, the other two things that I wanted to mention about this is it's a slap in your viewer's face. Because a lot of viewers have watched, have learned, have taught, have supported, have been directly impactful in the amount of money you've made from YouTube ad revenue or affiliates. And in this particular case, one viewer commented on this person's video that they had learned a lot from them and actually purchased one of their training courses. They sell a training course, as many of us do, and that they were really sad, that they didn't care that the person disagreed with them and that they just bought their training course to learn. But the minute that person slapped them in the face and said, F you, they were sad and upset and wished they could have not purchased the course. So that person then took the money that was for the course and donated it to a political, to a Joe Biden campaign, to a political campaign, and then proceeded to put it on Instagram saying, ha, 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 I used what I hate about you against you. Also, a 14-year-old, let me repeat that, a 14-year-old reseller in this community, and I'll link his Instagram down below. He's a fantastic young man. He's doing it basically on his own, and shout out to him. Connor's Closet on Instagram, you'll get the link. Super job, and mature answers from him. Commented the same thing, that he supported and he watched the channel and he learned a lot, and that he just saw the comment and the video as disrespectful. And this person proceeded to shoot back and say, you wouldn't understand, you're a privileged little white boy. And be it as may, be it as your thoughts, and I'm sure some of you in this chat, in this video, will have the same opinions as that, it's not okay. It's not okay to say to anyone, you're welcome to disagree and you're welcome to have an adult, mature conversation, But to act that way to somebody, anybody, is not okay. But to do that to a 14-year-old, and sorry, Connor, I'm going to call you this. I'm not that old, but a 14-year-old child, Connor's a child. He's 14 years old. He's not even old enough to vote. He's not even old enough to drink or anything. He's just a 14-year-old trying to make some money and get ahead in the world before he even turns 18. I think that's awesome. And he really learned a lot. He came to the channel to support this seller and say, hey, I disagree with you, but that's okay. I learned from you and it's cool. And they turned it on him. Like, in what world is that okay? There's screenshots. I'll probably post a couple. I don't even know. It's just not okay. And I think that a lot of my viewing audience was viewers of this person. Was. I use that word was because that person lost over 1,000 followers. I use Social Blade. I'll post it somewhere up here. And they aren't anymore. And they feel really sad and lost and offended because they didn't do anything to deserve to be attacked. You can vote for whoever you want. You can disagree. And I know that the politics of 2020 are strong. There's some big topics that affect people's lives directly, and we have strong feelings about it on both sides of the aisle. Don't get me wrong. It's not just the people that hate so-and-so or so-and-so. It's everybody. We see that every day on Facebook. And I'll tell you guys, I don't get into my politics. And I'll be honest, if you ask me about policies and politics and who I voted for in 08 or 012 or 16, you'd be surprised. Don't assume you know about who I voted for or who I'm going to vote for or what I do. Trust me, there's several of you that are watching this that will confirm that what you may think is not always true. I am not a fan of politics because I believe that most politicians are there for themselves and the job and the power and the prestige, and some of them for the money. There are some good politicians who do really good for this country and for this county and for my state and for your state. There's just generally a lot of bad people in politics, like career politicians, new people. I just don't trust a lot of them. And a lot of them do and say things just to get a job and to be in a position. And so it's really, really hard for me to trust them. I don't trust people on a daily basis, let alone guys that are making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars and in control of this country and in control of things that affect me personally, my taxes, my business, my friends that are immigrants, my friends that are gay, my friends that are black, my friends that are thinking about this or that or these policies. It's not just me that's affected. Yes, I'm very lucky that I am in the position that I am the color of skin that I am, and that I live the life that I live. And I've worked hard to get here, but I do realize that I've had advantages that a lot of people may not had. But it does affect people around me, friends and family. And so how can I trust any politician, this guy or that guy or Kanye West or anybody else, with things that are so important to me? So what you may think about my politics is not what you may think. Trust me. And that's just where it is. And I respect everyone's opinion and everyone's right to vote for whoever they want. Because at the end of the day, whoever it is you're voting for, you certainly hope that they aren't trying to do bad things to this country. I don't think people voting for Trump think that he's going to do bad things for him or for this country, because why would you vote for somebody that you think is going to do something bad for you, right? If you thought somebody was going to raise your taxes, why would you vote for him? Unless you thought the taxes were going to be used for something really good, or if you thought that person was going to deport your family or racially profile you, why would you vote for somebody that acted that way, right? Why would you vote for Biden if you thought he was going to crush everything that's going on with business? You wouldn't do it unless you actually believed that the person you were voting for was going to do good. And so I can't blame any of you, whoever you vote for voting for who you vote for based on thinking they're going to do good, because we all hope that, right? We don't think somebody's out to just destroy us or destroy this country. You would sure hope not, right? Some people would beg to differ, but that's just the way it is. So whoever it is you support, whatever it is you support, whatever your orientation or the color of your skin or the gender or whatever you have going on, I don't care. And it's not saying I don't care because I don't care about you. It doesn't affect my relationship with you and my business with you. I will help you. I will educate you. I will teach you. I will talk to you about your family and your cat and your dog and everybody else I can possibly think of and anything else you want to talk about. But when it comes to politics, if you want to discuss it, go to a politics page. Go to somebody's Facebook group. Let's not do it here. But if we do decide to have a conversation and it's mature and it's an adult, and I don't agree with who you are voting for or what you're about, I will never tell you, and the words will never come out of my mouth, to F you at any point, at any time, under any face of this Earth's planet. I'm far from perfect, and I know I've gotten into some heated conversations with people, and I've blocked people, and I've said things, some that I regret and some that I stand behind, but I have never, ever insulted a customer, especially one that paid me money for a course or anything, by saying F you, nor will I ever. And I think that anybody that does deserves to be shunned from anything to do with this community. And the fact that they have any followers left is sad to me, because anybody that supports anybody else in a public position saying F you to anyone is just disrespectful. And if you choose to follow them and follow me, I'm happy to have you. Just don't tell me about it. That's all. All right. Did I cover everything? Did I handle it? You guys can stop sending me messages and screenshots and emails now unless you want to. I've got dozens of them piled up. I'm sure a few will appear in this video. I want to apologize for having to make this video. It's not something I enjoy doing, because I hate when people message me and say, I followed such and such, and I'm so disappointed and so sad that they said this to me or to the community or to a group of people, because it really puts a bad taste in people's mouths, and then they look at the rest of us in a bad light. So it doesn't do the rest of us any favors, I assure you. Okay, the reason I haven't named the person, I'm not going to do it. It's kind of like when you see a serial killer or a shooter or a mass shooter on TV and they don't name them. I'm not going to name them. I won't do it. I'm not going to give them the attention they so badly yearn for. You can figure it out, guys. Okay, enjoy your evening. I can't wait to get back to regular content for you guys. I can't wait to make eBay and Shopify videos. As soon as this nightmare of a house is done, should be done this weekend / Monday, I'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. I do have a few videos lined up for you, though, between now and Sunday. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comments down below. I can't wait to read them, but I'm scared. I'll see you guys tomorrow.